So iOS 26 Developer Beta 3 should be out in just a couple of days. In today's video, we're going to talk about iOS 26 Developer Beta 3. I also want to talk about my experience with Beta 2 over the past week and a half or so. It's crazy to think that we're already sitting in Beta 2, Beta 3 right around the corner. Today I'm going to talk about some additional new features and changes we can expect perhaps with the third beta and moving forward for iOS 26. But I also want to talk about my personal experience with Beta 2. It's been, again, a little over a week and a half or so, and now that everything is done indexing into place, I have a better indication on how things are working so far in terms of performance, bugs, battery life, and everything else. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So it's been a little over a week and a half and everything is done indexing into place. So in terms of battery life, this is probably the number one question that I get. I have to say that battery life on iOS 26 Beta 2 is slightly better than Beta 1 when you compare it to Beta 1, but battery life is nowhere near where it should be on the second beta. So hopefully with the third beta, we'll see improvements in battery life. But yeah, right now, I wouldn't recommend installing this software on your primary device if your main concern is battery life. Keep in mind, again, beta software tends to drain battery a lot quicker. Things are not, fully there. So this is something, a side effect basically of the beta software. Now, in terms of performance, again, when you compare beta 2 to beta 1, then yes, the beta is running a lot smoother. It's a little more stable in terms of the operating system overall. But yes, I've encountered some freezing, some keyboard issues, and even some overheating issues after charging my iPhone. You see here the temperature warning within the latest beta 2 for iOS 26. So again, these are all side effects of the beta. So it's been a little over a week and a half. Everything is now done indexing. So, but yeah, battery life is still pretty bad. And yeah, in terms of performance, feels a lot more stable overall, but still some bugs with freezing of the keyboard, freezing of certain tasks, depending on what you're doing. So yeah, we're looking forward to beta 3, definitely. Now, we can expect Apple to add additional new features and changes. Apple has already confirmed that they will be adding additional AI models to Apple Intelligence. Many users want many models added to Apple Intelligence, but the one that we might see next here, aside from ChatGPT, could be Google's Gemini. And again, Apple has confirmed that in future software updates, this could be happening. We're not sure if the next beta will add additional models, but what we do know is that Apple will continue to add more models or extensions to Apple Intelligence for more options. Now, liquid glass obviously will continue to see improvements. Apple did change the control center, adding more contrast, more blur so you can see it better. Same thing applies to notifications and things like that. So yeah, we'll continue to see more liquid glass improvements with the third beta. That is basically a guarantee here. And something else we could see in future software updates for iOS 26 could replace the underlying Siri models in favor of Anthropic's or perhaps even ChatGPT models to power Siri. And I'm sure most users probably want this, but right now it looks like, according to Mark Gurman, Apple is heavily considering replacing their underlying Siri models in exchange or in favor of other AI models available right now, which can obviously do a lot more when it comes to answering questions and things of that nature. Now, with all that being said, when can we expect iOS 26 Developer Beta 3? Well, if history is any indication, right, and we go by the same schedule Apple went last year, we're currently on a 2 weeks release schedule for betas. So the first beta was released at WWDC on Monday, June 9th, the second beta on the 23rd. Then obviously the third beta will happen after this weekend coming up. So on July 7th, so just a couple of days after the filming of this video, Monday, July 7th, we'll see iOS 26 Developer Beta 3, most likely, again, if we go by the same schedule from last year. And then a week later on the 14th, we'll most likely see the first public beta alongside a re-release of the third developer beta to match those build numbers and continue with the 2 week schedule for betas until the next month of August. And we'll talk about that once that happens. But stay tuned here to the channel. Beta 3 just a few days away. This is my thoughts so far with the second beta. Thank you for watching. Let me know how the beta is working for you if you do have it installed on your primary device. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you real soon. Peace.